Good morning. It's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself. And today we're going to look at one of your most aggravating symptoms. And we're going to learn how to stop playing with it, to stop getting involved in it, to help it turn off, because that's what we all want, isn't it? Okay, so let's take chronic pain, because it is one of the worst symptoms, no matter what kind of chronic pain you have. Okay, and if you don't experience chronic pain, but you have another symptom, like overwhelming fatigue, substitute in your anxiety, your depression, substitute your stomach problems, substitute in any symptom here, right? Whether it's mental, physical, or emotion that has you fixated on it all day long. That is the reason why you can't continue to live a normal life. Substitute that in here. But I'm going to go with chronic pain for this video because it is so all-consuming. Whatever symptom it is, okay? We are going to take this symptom and we're going to break it down today and we're going to look at it. And we are going to use a tool today to help overcome this particular symptom. Okay, so let's look at chronic pain. Now, you're already losing the game of chronic pain, okay? So if you're reacting, responding, feeling frustrated, sad, angry about your symptom itself, your chronic pain that never goes away, you're already on the losing end of this game. We want you to be on the winning end of this game, okay? So to start off, we're going to think of the pain as another person, and we're going to think of this as a game. You are on one side, the pain is on the other. Now, this is just a tool. Remember, if you haven't seen some of my videos on the reasons behind chronic pain, the emotions underneath chronic pain, because we never want to ignore emotions themselves, but we do have to ignore symptoms, okay? So remember, you want to find out the reasons beneath your pain, because that's what really needs the healing. But we're going to work with a tool today that's more on a surface level. It's just you against the pain, okay? We're not going deeper. We're not trying to figure out what it wants. We're not even listening to the emotions behind it. We're just playing this game on the physical level. I want you to imagine this pain, this other person, as one of the most annoying childhood games that you may remember, okay? So this person could be your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your brutal enemy, somebody you hate, somebody in your class, somebody who picks on you, whatever. It could be any person on the other side of the thing that wants your attention and wants to aggravate you, wants to win, okay? This is a game about will and a game about winning. So this other person is going to be playing the mimicking game, which is, in my opinion, the most annoying game that there ever was, okay? And you'll often be sitting there, a child will often be sitting there in a state of boredom, trying to get a rise out of somebody, and they'll just begin. They will just start mimicking whatever you say. You say, oh, I'm tired. They go, I'm tired. You yawn, they yawn. You stand up, they stand up, right? They mimic every word that you say. They mimic all your actions. And what they're looking for is a rise out of you. So when you start to get to react and start to say, stop it, stop mimicking me, they go, stop it, stop mimicking me, right? You remember the game. The more frustrated and animated you get, the funner the game is, because now they can use a big expression when they mimic you and big hand gestures, and they're going around you, ooga booga, like all around you, right? Trying to make you break, trying to get on your nerves, trying to get you to see them. Okay, so you have normally, when you were playing that game, two reactions. If you're really irritated and you're really annoyed and you really want it to stop, you have to really outforce the person and say, stop it, I mean it. I want you to stop now. And of course, they're going to be like, stop it, I mean it. I want you to stop now, right? So they're just, the more angry you get, unless you're completely dominating them, the more fun they are literally having and the more exciting this game is. The other option that you have is to go silent, to withdraw, to completely ignore them, to stop speaking, to stop using motions, to basically make the game so boring for them that they have to give up because you're not giving them anything to play off of. But it's still bothering you inside. So you may be ignoring them and not giving them anything, but you are still as irritated as if you were yelling at them, because they are essentially controlling you from not being able to live the life that you want at that moment, because you have to stay silent, you have to stay mute, you cannot move, you cannot give them anything to work with. I want you to imagine that this person, this irritating person who's playing this game with you, is relentless, okay? They are unrelenting. They are going to continue. They're an expert. They're actually a world champion at game mimicking, okay? And you're not. You need to win this game and you do not know how. So this is like your pain. I want you to imagine your pain is that this other person, this world champion mimicker, sent to get on your nerves and annoy you, get your attention. So when your chronic pain, when your symptom shows up, you have a few choices. You can be really angry with it, really stern, and overpower it to let them know that you mean it. And they will sometimes stop, your pain will sometimes stop, or you ignore it and distract yourself so badly from it that it will eventually give up. But either way, you are losing this game because you are frustrated, irritated, annoyed, and sad, whatever inside. You're not feeling good inside as you play this game. Remember, this person you're playing the game against is world champion. So they are going to win, right? They're going to be there when you go to the bathroom. They're going to be there when you wake up. They're going to be there when you eat. They're going to be there when you're talking to your friends. They're going to be there. They are not giving up because they're a world champion and they know how to play this game better than you. The only way that you can win against this person is to decide it doesn't matter and to live your life in spite of them doing it. To say what you're going to say, to do what you're going to do. You're neither distracting or ignoring, and you're neither responding and reacting anymore. You just realize this person is not going to give up, so I'm just going to enjoy my day. I'm going to get into my own game of life, and I'm going to ignore them. I'm going to pretend they don't exist, but I'm not going to pretend they don't exist so much that I just sit there, or I withdraw, or I'm silent, or I shut down, and it's really all I can think about. I'm literally not going to think about them. Okay, I'm going to eat my breakfast, I'm going to talk on the phone, I'm going to go to work, I'm going to do all these things, I'm going to watch TV, I'm going to eat dinner, I'm going to whatever. If I am feeling something, I'm going to feel it, I'm going to cry, I'm going to whatever. But I'm not going to respond to this person constantly in my face mimicking me, this person trying to win this game. I'm just going to live my life. And that is the only way that you can win against this person, because as you live your life, just accepting that this is irritating and that this person's there and that they are constantly going to be mimicking you. And when you accept that fact, that when you fully and completely accept they're going to do this and I just got to live my life despite it. And some of you are saying, but how could you? It's the most irritating thing in the world. How could you go on your life until this game is over? It's the same with chronic pain, isn't it? It's the most irritating, infuriating. You get angry, you get sad, you get frustrated, you're hopeless, and you basically can't continue to live your life, to play the game of life as this goes on, because the key here is accepting. Accepting that you just must. That this pain is here, right? Just like this person is here, the mimicker is here, the game, the mimicker, the world champion is here, and it's going to continue. So you better just live your life. Now, the person who can do this, who can carry on their life, completely immerse themselves in their own life, their own game, just ignoring that that exists and accepting that it exists and going on anyway. Not letting it bother it, not reacting to it, not responding to it, not ignoring it, not distracting from it, just full acceptance and full living your life anyway. This is the person who can take down that world champion. This is the person who can win. Because eventually that world champion is going to get tired. Wait a minute. They don't care. They literally don't care. I can't win this game because they're not reacting to me. They're not going to react. They're not going to respond. They're not going to shut down. They're not going to ignore me. They're not going to pent up all these feelings against me. They're not going to, keep them inside and then explode. They're not going to have a frustration breakdown and just sob and give up, they're just gonna keep going. They're just gonna keep living their life. And that world champion is gonna realize, I've met my match. Such is chronic pain. The only way to win at this game is to imagine that it is a game and you are up against a world champion. And the only way is to live your life with full acceptance that this pain is here. It will come, it will go, it will rise up, it will be super intense, it will try to get your attention, it will irritate you, it will annoy you, it will make you want to scream, it will make you want to cry, it will make you want to give up and throw your hands up in frustration, and it will make you want to run to the doctor, get help from anyone and everyone you can. It will make you want to kill yourself. It will make you crazy. But when you accept, this is my life, it's here, and I know some of you are screaming at me right now. How can I accept it? I cannot live like this. And as long as you don't accept it, and as long as you say, basically, I cannot accept this mimicker doing this to me, I cannot go on with my day, I cannot go on with my life as this person's doing it until they stop, they will never give up and you will lose the game. You must accept, you must have full acceptance and surrender that this is what is, this is what's happening, and you are going to live your life without looking at it, without looking over your shoulder, without holding down your feelings, without responding, reacting, withdrawing, whatever it is, you're just going to live your best life. Despite, right? Despite the itch that won't go away, despite the mosquito that keeps following you, despite the mimicker that won't stop, you're just going to accept it and go on. You have a different game to play, and it's the game of life, and you're not going to let this ruin your life. And when you decide that I'm going to fully accept that this pain is just a game, it's here, it's a world champion, it's not going anywhere, and I'm going to live my life. I'm going to eat, sleep, have fun, immerse myself. I'm not going to spend my time engaging anymore with this game at all. It's done to me. It's dead to me. Okay, that mimicker can be there all at once, but I don't see it. I don't hear it. It doesn't affect me in any way. And when you can seriously not let it affect you and just say, your will is stronger than its, like, I'm just not letting it affect me. I'm going to live my life anyway. And no matter how relentless it is, no matter how it tries to hang on, how much it won't give up, how much it screams in my face, it's not there to me. I'm going to live my life. I'm over it. I fully accept it. And I'm going to live my life. Eventually, and I promise you, eventually, it will give up. It will be like, there is no response. There is no payoff. There is no anything for doing this. Your body and your mind, your heart, whatever part of your being is doing this, will realize, I'm not getting what I need from this. There is simply zero payoff in any way. And it will have no choice but to stop and change tactics to get your attention. Okay? So it could change to a different symptom. So be aware of that. That's called the symptom imperative in TMS healing. It could decide, that isn't working and I'm going to try another physical symptom. Or it might just move on. I'm going to get her attention in a completely different way. But don't forget, if you're doing the inner work as well, if you're listening to your emotions, if you're feeling your emotions and your feelings and you're doing the inner work, you are already giving yourself what you need. So it may not have to resort to another tactic to get your attention or to get the payoff that it's looking for. Because if you continue to do the inner work and continue to do your life and live your best life and respond to your emotions, allow them, respond to things, right? The deeper things. The mimicker will give up. The game will end. You will become the champion if you fully accept that they're going to do this for as long as they do it, and you're going to just live your life. It's more than just ignoring it or not responding to it. It's full surrender to it and living your life despite it. Living the best life despite it. Giving it nothing else from you ever again. No energy goes its way in any form, right? The energy keeps it alive. The energy keeps it going. Always do the deeper work. Always do your soul work. Always do your emotional work. But on a physical level, this is a game. You must fully accept that this is happening. And the only way out is to give it no energy, zero energy, and to continue to live your best life despite it. And that's how you win that game. That's how it eventually, literally shuts off for people. The pathways stop. The neural pathways that are created stop. Your brain knows there is no response, no reaction, no payoff. I got to give a different signal. If I'm still in crisis over here and I need her to look, this isn't working, right? So that's how you win at that game. Stop touching it, stop soothing it, stop looking at it, stop talking to it, stop pleading with it, stop begging it, stop yelling at it, stop looking at it, stop wondering about it, stop thinking about it, stop fixating on it, right? We do this with our chronic pain because it's so loud and it's so intense and we're at its mercy. Flip it around. You want to be the winner? You want to be the champion? Surrender. Accept. It's nothing. It's nothing to you. Nothing more than a fly on the wall. You don't even need to swat it away. Just continue living. Okay? So I hope this video has been helpful. And I know it's difficult. I know it's easy in a video. I know it's harder in real life. That's the point. It's a world champion, right? It's going to be difficult. Okay? It will eventually give up, I promise. So, this is your insight for today. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Please forward it to anyone who needs to hear this message. Live your life. Immerse yourself in the game of life. And I will see you in the next video.